Okay, let me show you the kitchen area.
I found this nice little plastic bowl in the shop, and I found that my jet boil fits just perfectly in there. So, and there's a spare rag in there just to keep it all nice and tight. And I just want to say this top shelf has proved absolutely vital. It's been a fantastic idea and I'm really glad I did it. It's so handy being able to stash things up there, as you can see. But I was a bit lucky there actually. My spices just tuck in there really nicely and tight. And then there's a little area in front I can put things in. I've got things like sauces in there. Over here, this is my cup, which I use every day, all the time. So, bowls and collapsible bowls up there. And then I've always got a bag of wipes in this corner. So that shelf is vital. Over here, magnetic strip. Oh man, this is so useful. Again, really handy. I'd recommend one of these if you can fit one in. So nice to be able to just ping things on. I'll come to these. These are fantastic. These are little dispensers. I've got one full of hand sanitizer and one full of fairy liquid for washing dishes and stuff, and they're just so easy and you know, just one-handed, bang bang. This is a one-handed kitchen roll ratchet, and the idea is you can pull it to a side with one hand and you just get your stuff, and it's fantastic. And then moving on to this main shelf area here, you can see I've just got a few essentials. They're essential for fish and chips, salt and vinegar, so I always have them in store. Coffees, olive oil, tea bag holder, another spare pot just for odds and sods, and that's kind of a toothbrush, mouthwash area. I mean, I get no noise when I'm moving, so it's all worked out pretty well. And the green bungee cords was an addition afterwards, because I realised I needed like something else. I needed more options, such as this. If I've got a tub, I can just sling that under there. Over here, similar thing again. I just added another bungee cord, so anything again can just be strapped in. That's really good. And yeah, my beautiful countertop I'm really happy with. You saw me make that in the previous video, and since then I've added this upstand area to the back there just to keep things in place and stop water from splashing across. I followed it through there as well to the end, so that's lovely. So that's the top area, and as you've seen in previous videos, I've got my tap and sink system going on here. That works off the 12-volt pump underneath. I'll show you in there now. So moving on to the doors, these are the handles that I went for in the end. They're a really slimline handle which you bed into the door. You use a hinge cutter, just like you was using a kitchen hinge. You use a hinge cutter and bed them in. And I've just got these simple little locks, and they stick underneath into the worktop and hold the door closed during transit. So very simple, and it works great. Here we go. I've got a net pocket here with a couple of squeezy bottles. One's got fairy liquid in and one's got pure water in. Sometimes I use that for washing if I don't want to use the tap. It saves on water. You can just use a little bit and wash your stuff that way. And then these are my water bottles. You can see on my previous videos how I built this system. It's a 12-volt water pump with electric feed at the back going up to the tap. I used white Conti blocks in the end, which I found was a very good way of holding a bungee cord, because you've got two screws holding a white Conti block, and there's always a hole in the middle, and I use them as bungee cord anchor points. And then I've also got kind of a Velcro strap into the side of the cabinet, and it holds it real tight. These don't budge an inch. These are really solid. I'm really happy with them. So that's the under sink cupboard. Over here in the middle, I've got a 600 watt drawer which pulls out. This is very handy. This has got a multitude of things in. These are utensils just for cooking. These are spoons and forks and you know, you name it, tin opener, it's all in there. So then moving underneath, this is the food station under here. These two doors are all to do with food. And the way I've gone about doing this was to use plastic tubs rather than putting shelves in there and things like that. I thought I need tubs I can pull out. So for instance, this one is full of a lot of tins and rice. I've actually put bungee cords going left to right and back and forth to kind of make compartments, which is really handy. I've just tied knots through the side, and it just compartments it all off inside, and it keeps everything from rattling around and falling all over the place. This is cornflakes, this is cream crackers, that kind of thing, dry stuff, cereals. This is full of bread. That's quite good for that. And then this long basket down here, there's a biscuit tin, rich tea biscuits and things in there, spare oranges. So I can get quite a lot of bits and bobs in there. I think it's plenty for a trip out here and there. And again, these are all on locks. This door closes and it locks inside, and then this one closes towards it, and that one locks to that door, and it keeps them all tight. And then finally in this cupboard then, so yeah, this is the cooking station really. This is a Coleman double burner, which I managed to just slide down that gap there. It goes in there, and then I've got like this folded up piece of cloth, and it just shoves to the side of it there, and it keeps it nice and tight. It doesn't rattle at all when I'm moving. And on the top shelf there I've got spare gas. There's 3 gas canisters can fit along there, so that's nice to have. And then the middle one is pans. I've got a couple of mess tins if I ever need them, but mainly I'm using these two. I've got a fire maple kind of frying pan there, and then the good old Ridge Monkey. So these just stash in that middle section there. And down at the bottom, this is the gas can that I'm currently using, because this has got the hose on and the regulator. So when the gas can runs out, I can just unscrew that. The regulator goes on a new gas, and then this lives down here all the time, just in there. Alright, so that's the kitchen area covered. Let's move on to this side.